Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches! Day 4 of the 12 days of Christmas.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love said to me, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Tonight we are talking about navigating Christmas. I don't know why I said it like it was Deadliest Catch.
Yeah.
They're just the deadliest snatch.
Navigating Christmas?
You know, I love the puns of this, right? She's navigating Christmas because there's a lighthouse.
Of course.
Of course.
But also she's navigating Christmas, the first Christmas post-divorce.
Post-divorce, of
with
course.
Of course.
her young gay son.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I shouldn't have spun around so quickly. Can I do something? Get some baking soda or something?
We'll talk about it. But first things first, shout out to our Patreon supporters. $5 a month gets you ad-free early access. $10 gets you access to our viewing parties. Thanks so much for your support. Happy holidays. Second thing second, make sure to subscribe, share, ho, 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 ho. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Letterboxd. Go find the drinking game and play along.
Yes.
This is a newer one.
I told Andrew, I said there's a new Hallmark Christmas movie. In the description, there is talk of Lighthouse.
Yep,
We must watch.
Polish. There was no polishing of lighthouses.
Decorating.
He's sharing the room with his mother.
Ah, what was that?
Are we under attack?
Oh, of course not. Ah, maybe we are.
It was
That
really,
was really weird.
It was a little weird that she was just like, that seems acceptable to book.
We'll talk about the booking.
Yeah. But also, it did at times remind me of The Lighthouse.
Ah.
And I was like, huh. When they went up there, I was like, is there going to be tentacle porn?
More tall tales.
Bad luck to kill a seabird.
Yeah, it's his bad luck to kill a seabird.
Fucking
That
movie.
fucking movie.
Has he made a new movie?
I do not know.
Because he did The Witch and then he did The Lighthouse?
Yeah.
Or it's coming out?
Okay.
Or I don't know. But I'll fuck with it.
Sure.
They're weird.
Weird.
In an interesting way.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're talking about navigating Christmas.
Navigating Christmas.
Yes, a few different things.
Okay.
A teenager.
Sure.
I feel like we don't see those. It's always a little annoying kid
Correct.
or adult children.
Yeah, typically true.
You know?
Right, like 20 or whatever. Or 6, yes. And then it's, oh, Santa, and oh, you know, whatever.
And I'm like, shh.
Yeah. Whereas this, teen, he's
14?
maybe
Maybe.
on the younger side.
15?
Right, still very like, oh, Mom, I'm not old enough to be like independent. Like,
Right.
there was no talk of like a driver's permit,
She
right?
had
Like
to
that was
talk him off the ledge often.
often.
I'm so sorry.
I told all my friends that I was going away, and now I'm just gonna be stuck here all Christmas.
Well, he was having a rough go of things.
I get it, but there was like, he needed multiple pep talks in
Yeah.
this 90-minute movie.
He might have been 13 or 14.
I think he was like 15 or
You
16.
think that old?
Because I kept being like, my dude, you're...
Yet he couldn't write a fucking paper on a historic landmark?
So, your makeup assignment is a 10-page paper on a historic landmark.
And
And your friend Joel's paper is in your backpack. Do you think I'm stupid?
That seemed like a 8th grade. Well, 8th grade is
Yeah. 15,
15,
14,
15. Yeah, 7th or 8th grade. You know,
Anyway.
post bar mitzvah. Well, he wasn't Jewish, but, you know,
They're navigating Christmas, Andrew.
correct.
Not Hanukkah.
Not Hanukkah.
Navigating Hanukkah?
Okay, I'm on board.
Uh-huh.
Parting the Red Sea, or they're going through the Red Sea and navigating. I don't know.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so it starts, and she's businesswoman
Of course.
Of course.
who does finance, trading, investments.
Investments.
I consolidated that into your primary account. It's just safer. Better interest rates, too. Yes, I completely agree.
Yeah, they were. It was a little vague for me, but it came up later because she's investing.
Well, I laughed so hard. We'll get to the
of
end.
course. Yeah.
We'll get to the end. Okay, so she's at a Christmas party. Business, invest in this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we have to talk about these awful Christmas tree decorations with the pampas grass. Pampas grass. You know
Didn't look at all.
floofy?
Didn't notice.
You know the floofies?
No.
You know, like that's in, like bougie shops, and it's like that big fluffy tail.
Okay. Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Oh, I'm wearing a hat, and I just booked my tickets for Coachella, and look, it's my pampas grass in a woven basket that I, acquired at Erewhon. It's that,
Great.
right?
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, but they're stuck in the Christmas trees.
Oh.
And it looked horrific. It was awful. It was
Great.
awful, and I was like,
No.
then she goes to a different room in this very strange, they were like in a
Where
library.
were
There was
they,
like a
right?
card catalog.
Yeah.
At some point. I was like, where is this? Another different tree with the horrible boop, 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 like regular Christmas tree decorations.
And
so
then-
it wasn't like, oh, we went
a different route
rustic
this year.
year,
No.
but then just boop, 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 boop.
Huh.
Then
Okay.
she gets home. What's in the corner by her front door? Pampas grass.
They must have gotten on sale at Michael's or something and just went
Well,
crazy.
might as well reuse it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, where is it going to show up again? But it never showed up again. But boy, I was really tuned in to that at the moment.
Yeah. I was tuned
Anyway.
into her inappropriate relationship with her
All of it.
assistant.
Go have a drink and enjoy yourself before I fire you. I'm kidding.
All of it. Which one?
Oh, the
There was,
assistant that was like, "Oh, don't fire me." Oh, and then there was the other work friend, I guess,
There was the
who was like,
work
"You need to
friend.
deal with your situation." Like I was like, "You are giving a lot of very personal advice at a work function. This seems not appropriate."
Her role was work friend who is minority and gives advice.
I leave this building and I'm just Melanie Dalton, the most annoying mother in the world.
He'll come around. It's been a tough year. Divorce isn't easy. But look at you. You did it. You got through it and you're on the other side now. You're allowed to feel frustrated or envious or sad. I know you. When you've been hurt, you put up those walls and you don't let anyone in. Maybe it's a good time for you to let down your guard a bit and be open to something new. Prove to Jason he has more than just one adventurous parent. I think this is great. It's about time you started dating. Don't push something good away just because it's safer to keep things the way they are. I know you have a hard time trusting people, especially men, but you deserve to find love. Don't make excuses, Mel. You know the best thing for any kid to see is their parent happy.
Stop being so wise. It's getting really annoying.
This had a similar vibe to Falling in Love, right? Where she's recently divorced.
Yeah.
Her husband has
a
a
schmuck.
new girlfriend. He's supposed to take the son to Whistler for Christmas, canceled at the last minute. So she has to scramble and book something. So
Yeah.
she's on not Airbnb, searching and finds an historic lighthouse.
Yeah.
For only $200 a night. And I was like, you're in danger, girl.
Molly, you in danger, girl.
No. I was like, something's wrong.
Right. Everything was all booked except for this historic lighthouse for $200
For
a night.
$200 a night. Nope.
Sounds creepy. Doesn't that sound perfect? I was like, no,
No.
not to me. Okay, son, get ready. We're not going skiing, but guess what? We're gonna go, the two of us, to a remote island.
Off Seattle?
Yeah, or
like-
somewhere in the Pacific Northwest, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, because she was like, it has to be within 3 hours of Seattle because I have work to do or whatever. And I was like,
Time zones?
okay. But all of the resorts that she listed were in Colorado. All of the ski resorts that were sold out, and I was like, oh, okay. Aspen, sold out. Vail, sold out. I was like, yeah, bitch. Also, $200 a night, that's gonna be $2,000 a night. What are we doing? Anyway.
Because I wrote in my notes, because you know what teenage boys love? Lighthouses.
Pack your bags, kid. We're spending Christmas in a lighthouse.
Because you know what teenage boys love? Remote islands sharing a room with their mom in an ancient decrepit lighthouse. What? It's a literal nightmare.
Instead of skiing. That's why it was like, he seemed too old for the behavior in many ways, but also, it was strange.
It was, right, she was acting like he was an 8-year-old
Yeah.
son.
Hey, buddy, no, that is not true.
In fact,
Which, I mean, maybe that was a choice.
he was,
'Cause,
let's
like,
say
she-
14. He wasn't, I don't know, 15 I feel like. I know that's only a year, but...
It's a big year.
right,
Yeah.
you're starting to like, I don't know.
Need to polish that lighthouse.
Exactly.
If I had a steak, I would fuck it.
When they were sleeping in single beds right next to each other, I said,
Yeah, not...
Just in all the...
Right, it seemed like there'd be more than one room. Have a cot in the living room or something, right?
Something.
Yeah.
Something.
I'm gonna move this twin bed out to the living room, Mom, so that we can both have a little semi-privacy. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway.
Again, he was too old. Like, it was weird. Anyway.
Yeah. So he's like, fuck you, Mom. This sounds terrible. I'm so miserable.
And she is horribly seasick.
I'm okay.
Ma'am, I don't think you understand.
Please, just let me focus on my breathing. Don't call me ma'am.
And she meets a handsome man on the boat where he's like, you probably shouldn't stand there. And she's like, I'll do whatever I want, sir.
All right.
And then she has someone off stage throw a bucket of water in her face.
Bitch!
It was very bad.
It was stupid. I laughed at it.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, it was really dumb. Screw you, unfriendly
He's
slash
certainly
sort
not
of
going to show up again.
No, he's not curmudgeonly or incalcitrant and stubborn. Okay. And they show up to said lighthouse and it is not decorated like it was in the pictures or charming.
She's so upset.
On the photos, this entire place was decorated in Christmas.
Yeah, well, I think you got scammed.
That it's not decorated.
Well, I think it was that it seemed like it was just full of boxes and cold.
yeah.
And I don't blame her. Like, it seemed like, oh,
I do. She booked that a week before Christmas for $200.
We are at a seaside shanty with Christmas duties?
You clearly didn't read the booking instructions, did you?
What are you talking about?
Well, you're the lighthouse keeper this week.
What? You have to decorate the entire lighthouse for the St. Nicholas Christmas Lights Festival that the entire town looks forward to because the owner hates Christmas and doesn't want to do it.
Yep. Well, so yeah, that summed it up.
Well, as legend has it, many years ago, there was this heavy fog, and St. Nicholas was lost at sea as he was trying to deliver presents to the old orphanage here. The light from the lighthouse suddenly appeared out of the darkness, and it guided him to safety. It has always been a symbol of hope, and for over a century, it has been the main attraction at our annual Christmas Light Festival.
Basically, he listed it and was like, great, you get to stay in this lighthouse and decorate it for this St. Nicholas.
Like the special notes feature of,
house rules. No one reads those.
This is not what I signed up for.
Actually, it's exactly what you signed up for.
It's St. Nicholas Island and St. Nicholas Lighthouse,
so
and
much...
you have to decorate it for St. Nicholas
I
time.
felt like I needed an index. There was so much lore.
Well, apparently, many, many years ago, when St. Nicholas first came to town, the first thing he did when he came to shore was kiss this spot right here. Well, as legend has it, the person who kissed this spot on Christmas Eve is endowed with divine direction.
For this fucking island about...
He needed to write that fucking paper so I knew what was going on.
Thank you. Thank you.
This lighthouse has a lot more history than we realize, and we're really lucky to be staying in it.
What if I did my paper on it?
That's a great idea.
Do you think Peter would let me interview him?
That is genius. This is gonna be the best paper ever.
Thanks, Mom.
It was fine. This whole movie was
Fine.
nice. It was a decent one. It was cute
decent.
enough. It wasn't too schlocky, annoying.
They kissed before the last reel.
They did
Drink.
That's on the new game.
This had a Norah Jones track.
Wow.
They actually
budget.
paid for a real song.
Right,
Drink.
so the little boy falls in love with a girl.
Sure.
Yeah. Interesting.
Interesting.
I can't let you know which way I'm leaning.
Okay.
He also seems in love with his mom's love interest. And I was
they
like,
had a lot of chemistry. I'm just saying it out loud because it was true.
the kid and the dad?
The kid
Or
and the
and
kid and
yeah.
love interest.
I was like,
had an awful lot of chemistry.
Pop in there. That's it. And you just hold your hand there and open it up.
if he had just said, will you be my new dad? Or if he had said, will you be my new daddy? I would have been fine either way.
So will you do it? Come on, please. It would really help.
Okay, I guess I'll do it.
I know the note was, he's a strong male role model.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
so, whatever. But I was kind of just like, he wants
The
to
son
fuck.
was very interested in him.
Just a little.
Maybe a tiny bit.
And I was like, why?
Because he's a cool dude.
No.
He's muscular.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, pal. I appreciate that. All right, we'll see you tonight.
See you.
Handsome.
Look, I'm gonna get going, but we're gonna see you tonight, right?
Yeah.
I just kept waiting for it. And then I was like, maybe that would be fun.
Yeah.
For one of these lifetime, like instead of, Jingle All the Way, it was a better one than the other.
That's not what it was called. Single All the Way.
Single All the Way.
So I was like, that's just the song.
You're
Okay,
correct.
okay.
You're right. Single All the Way.
Now, yeah, I like this. So it starts normal.
Yeah.
You're always obsessed with me. I don't know why. I like it.
Single mom with an 18-year-old son.
Yeah.
Comes in, big city, comes into the small town. What? Oh my gosh. Her love interest, so we think.
Yes.
And then it turns out, although maybe that gets weird.
I think that gets a little May December.
Well, maybe it's not that there's no scenes where he wants to father him.
No.
Like that's
No,
and
it's
then
not a
suddenly
substitute father.
He's a lover.
No, I think it could
Just
be like, he's the innkeeper or whatever, but like he's 25 because he took over for his parents that, whatever it is.
You're so lucky to own this place.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Sometimes I forget that.
He had to stop building houses for all those elephants in Africa.
All
He
of
came
those
back
elephants.
to run the inn.
Yeah.
You're just gonna take off for Thailand to build houses for all of those elephants without even saying goodbye to me after everything that we talked about?
Any excuse to play that clip?
I was going to say that clip is getting saved and
yes.
used extensively. Yeah, and then like maybe, because it's a Hallmark-esque movie, you think, the innkeeper, isn't he a little young for the mom? She's like
right, you're like,
40 or
that seems,
whatever. But okay, that could be interesting, a little. And then it's like, no. Turns out the innkeeper is gay and helps the young son discover his sexuality.
And Jason, do you want to help me turn on the lights?
Really?
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Too much for Hallmark.
The big city is, no, it's definitely not a Hallmark movie. The big city boy is 18 and he's fully self-aware as a gay young man.
The innkeeper is
And the innkeeper has been reserved in the small town and is taught to love himself by this young man.
Adult of age person.
Correct.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Oh, no. No, I'd been a lone wolf for the past couple years, so.
Don't worry. You're cool. You'll find someone.
I'm just enjoying reading my notes. Hey, do you want this loose candy cane that came out of this tackle box?
Oh, right.
Are you hungry?
Yeah,
My dad usually keeps snacks in the tackle box. Do you want a candy cane?
definitely.
Are you hungry? Yeah. Dad has snacks in the tackle box and it's just a candy cane.
Loose?
It was wrapped, no?
I don't know. Maybe?
Ooh, tackle box and no. That's got to be sticky.
I mean, I guess maybe it had cellophane, but
Right.
I don't know.
Either way, are you hungry? Yeah. Here's a candy cane.
I feel like this had a
The
lot.
fuck am I supposed to do with that?
This one had a lot of hot chocolate,
Yep.
latte, coffee. Oh, we like the pumpkin
Oh,
spice, and we
well,
like the
Seattle,
gingerbread.
Cinnamon eggnog or peppermint hot chocolate?
They both sound pretty good to me.
No. You have to choose one. I need to know if you're with me or against me.
You really have a flair for the dramatic.
You have no idea.
They
It was
tried.
kind of cute. It was
They
nice.
tried. It had one of my favorite bad tropes, which is Morse code saves the day.
Yep.
That's him.
I found him.
Jason's off Benson Point.
Copy that.
He's using Morse code.
Love it. Well, it didn't really save the day. Well, I guess it did
It
save the day.
absolutely
It
saved
absolutely
the
saved the
day,
day.
Andrew.
He says happy holidays.
What's he saying? Is he okay?
He's spelling out happy holidays.
What a dumb thing to write all the way out.
It seems like it'd be a lot,
It
right?
would take a really long time.
Yeah. I mean, he probably got to hap and then he knew what was going on and just filled in the blanks. Was that because it was the only thing that he knew how to do because
Probably.
his daddy showed him?
Because his daddy showed him?
You want to give it a try?
Yeah.
All right. Come over here. Pop in there. That's it. And you just hold your hand there.
You know, like there's a scene where he's like, if you open and close the shutters wrapped around him, right, in his muscly arms, he's just like, yeah, show
They
me.
polished the lighthouse together.
Control my twink body.
Obviously. Obviously.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Oh, because speaking of, too, so this was where I really was waiting for it. The daddy was like, oh.
Lighthouse daddy?
Yeah, the lighthouse daddy. The kid was like.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Oh, no. No, I'd been a lone wolf for the past couple years, so.
Don't worry. You're cool. You'll find someone.
Don't worry, you're really great. You'll find someone. Not, I'm sure some woman. No, it was ungendered.
Someone.
Yeah. And you have a girlfriend. Nope, I've been a lone wolf. You know, I was like, okay, this is all coded to tell me that no, you are gay and that the two of you are gonna, oh, no, okay.
Now, okay, two single gay men.
Okay.
Both workaholics.
Yes.
They accidentally both book the same historic lighthouse.
Okay.
What? There's only 2 single beds in one room.
Yeah.
What
I guess
we
that
gonna
does
do?
track with our knowledge of the lighthouse.
That's true.
All right, have it your way. I like to cook it.
They share that room.
That's true.
Yeah.
And they both, oh no, we wanted to, but I wanted to decorate the light. That was dumb. But anyway, and then by the end of the movie, the single beds have been pushed together. And
Oh. Yes, and I think that brings me to my point of, and perhaps the gay ones are the great place to start.
Sure.
Where it's like you're already alienating the Hallmark crowd.
Yep.
So like, why not make them a little more adult?
Sure.
So many of these are just so
Saccharine,
G-rated and so like, oh, isn't that when it's scandalous that they kissed before the end of the movie.
Woo!
You know, it's like, okay, I could use a little bit more reality, a little bit more.
It doesn't have to be super explicit, but just
No.
the implied.
Of
is
course,
fine.
exactly. Like they're like adults in the real world. You know, like there's some sort of talk or implication of
Acknowledgement.
it. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not saying it needs to be like a graphic. You know, I don't need the
Saltburn?
Yeah. Although a Saltburn level movie set at
Saltburn Christmas. Now, I would watch the shit out of that. It should have been at Christmas, maybe. Instead of summer break, Christmas break. I feel like there's more to play with, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I mean, it would have been cold outside and they couldn't use all the exterior shots, but yes.
No trunks in the field.
It would be freezing. They go in the sauna.
Anyway.
Yeah.
This has another one of my favorite goofs.
Okay.
His phone's ringing.
Uh-huh.
And he has to answer the phone call from the big developer that's going to buy the lighthouse.
But they really wants to close the deal by Christmas.
But by Christmas.
That really got me.
I'd like to get the deal done before Christmas Day.
And I was like, why? What is this?
People don't want to do business
No
at
one
Christmas.
wants to do that. No one is saying that.
But they do that thing where you could see the phone and it's clearly still like the screen grab that they took of accept and decline. And like, he's like, oh yes, hello, big developer. So you still want to buy my lighthouse? Aha! And it makes me laugh every time.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys, come on, just make it black then.
Yeah, just make it black.
She has known about this lighthouse for a whole week, so it makes perfect sense that she'd be really upset that he's selling it.
How could you do this? You're letting him tear down the lighthouse?
Melanie.
You lied to us. You used us to fix it up so that you could just sell it.
No, that is not true, okay?
This whole town is going to be heartbroken. I honestly can't believe you.
I thought that they were going to save the day with his paper and make it a historic landmark.
That really should have been what happened.
And then it was like, well, you can't demolish it, and you can't sell it or whatever.
I was researching and I was looking through old boxes and I found that, Queen Elizabeth visited here, whatever the fuck,
right? Oh, it was he saved the kids and because of your dad and whatever, it can be deemed an historic landmark and that's how you won't have to sell it because the guy won't want it if he can't do anything with it.
Right. And you don't have to pay taxes? There was something she said.
We can register it as a historic landmark and even apply for nonprofit status so that we're exempt from any future taxes.
You really thought this through, haven't you?
That's what I do.
Oh yeah, she did say that later. She was like, we're going to make it a historic landmark and then we can make it a nonprofit where we don't pay taxes.
Did you just laugh so hard when she said...
Investing is what I do, and that lighthouse is the best investment I could ever make.
Investing in this lighthouse is the smartest decision I could ever make. That lighthouse is a bad investment. I was just like...
Honey, that wig was a bad investment.
You're good at your job, right?
I think she meant for her life, April.
There's no
for
equation
her heart, for
love, Andrew.
There is no equation for love.
When she's talking her son off the ledge again, and she's like, I love you, son, blah, 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 blah. And if you're ever lost, just find me, because I'm your lighthouse.
Find me. Talk to me. I'm your lighthouse.
I was surprised when it was revealed that the new girlfriend was pregnant.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
No.
She lies and says, "Oh, Susie, whatever, has the flu."
Right.
And I went,
so he has to take care of her.
Because I thought it was just
something.
going to be kind of, oh yeah, well, they're not in the movie. To reveal, I mean, this was really true to life. Like, that's what all that stuff about, like, well, that's what moms do.
Right.
I do all the stuff you don't see me doing.
Yes. I thought
And,
that
like,
was nice.
Really nice.
Thanks for doing all that stuff that I don't see.
Anytime.
She protects him from, I didn't want him to find out that there was going to be a new baby right before Christmas, and he's still, kind of traumatized. Like, that was all really good.
Yeah.
And then there was something else.
And I thought when he was like, you didn't even tell your son about the fucking baby, then your dad, when he's like, that's not mine to tell.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, bitch, you're right.
Yeah.
She's like,
She was a really good mom.
She was a good mom.
And I thought that it was a different dynamic they don't usually show.
It's true.
Of an older, like a teenager and like divorce and
Yeah.
sort of the trials of that and
Yeah.
separate parenting and all that. Like, I was like, oh, that was like pretty decent.
Yeah, I agree. This was a good one of these kinds of movies. I was like, okay. And it was not particularly different, but at least it wasn't like, well, she does.
I didn't know what was going to happen at the end.
Are they going to live in Seattle
What
and
does
then
he
keep a lighthouse
do?
and rent it out? I don't know what he's a contractor.
Are you sure?
Not entirely, but I think so.
I'm a builder, so I work with wood a lot, and pine is a softwood, but it's more durable than most.
Oh. Well, don't worry, because I build houses, so if you need your dream house, you just give me a call.
Okay, great.
I can make it out of gingerbread like that.
That.
Because he seemed like he didn't need to live on the island.
No, he liked
He
it
had
there.
left, and there was a
but
bunch of stuff about his dad being neglectful.
Yeah.
Like, there was stuff. They like took the time to.
It seemed like it'd be a vacation house that maybe they rent out for a part of the time of the year, and then they come
Right.
back for Christmas every year and whenever else.
Right.
But I didn't get the vibe that they were gonna live there full time.
No.
Although who knows, maybe they can get some satellite internet in there, and
all sleep in the same room in 3
oh,
single beds right in a row.
Fair. Are they gonna put on an addition for the kid?
We didn't really talk about how the dramatic third act where he stole the boat and everything. Who cares?
I mean, we talked about how he saved Morse code saved the day. That was about it. I mean, the kid got all upset that his dad's a schmuck, and where was he going? What was his plan?
I don't think he had one.
He just needed to get away.
I need to get away. Leave me alone.
He needed to dance it out in an abandoned warehouse.
Ooh, I would have liked that.
Footloose Christmas, into it. Not really, because
What would that be?
I don't know. Dancing for Christmas. We gotta have a Christmas dance. A Christmas masquerade ball dance.
A Christmas masquerade ball?
The Chris Masquerade Ball is breaking the internet.
Well, anyway, cheers to this one that was pretty darn good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we kind of spoiled it all, but
all
who
things
cares?
considered.
It was a good one. It was.
And big deal developer investment guy
Oh.
might show up later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.